Hi guys, it's Mrs. Hill. We're going to start our reading lesson for today. And the first book we're going to work from is called From Tadpole to Frog. What I'm going to do to get started is we're going to take a look at the pictures before we identify vocabulary or before we read any of our book. So as I flip through the pages, what I need you to do is look at the pictures to get a visual image of what our story or what our book is going to be about for this week. We are only going to read part of the book. We're going to read through page 11 today, and then we are going to do an activity sheet as well. Here's page 7. This is a really neat text feature that is in our book. These nice little photographs that are called Take a Closer Look, we will read those and we'll read the caption under that photograph as well as we read. It's page 9. Here's page 10 and page 11. There's another text feature on page 11, another photograph that has an up-close image that we'll look at as we read our story. So again, our first book is called From Tadpole to Frog. It is not an AR book, but as we move through the year and move through our reading series, most of the books are AR books, but this particular book is not for the week. From Tadpole to Frog. The author is Kathleen Zofeld, and the photographer was Dwight Kuhn. So the photographer is the guy that took the pictures. The author is the person that wrote the words. In the spring, you may see frog eggs in the still water of a pond. Each egg is a ball of clear jelly with a small dark center. So inside of our picture, inside of our text feature, is a photograph that's been enlarged for you to look at. Take a closer look. That's an up-close image of one frog egg. Hundreds of eggs stick together in a clump called frog spawn. Inside the egg, tiny tadpoles are growing. At first, they look like small, dark specks. In a few days, little heads and tails take shape. Soon, the tadpoles are big enough to wiggle out of their eggs. So again, another up-close photograph for you to look at. This is a tiny tadpole inside a clear jelly egg. Page 9 is one of my favorite pages. After feeding on the jelly of their eggs for a while, the tadpoles wave their tails and swim away. Page 11 has another photograph for us to look at up close. Gills on the outside of a tadpole's body help it breathe underwater. So again, this photograph is an up-close photograph of the tadpole's gills. These tiny little things sticking out of its neck, those are its gills. The gills help it breathe underwater. So again, we're only going to read to page 11 today. So in your Google Classroom, you will find there are 2 activity sheets that I have uploaded in Google Classroom. The title is From Tadpole to Frog. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the blanks. It will make ourselves like a little guided note page that we'll use later on to go back and review our book. What I would like for you to do is we are just going to answer or fill in the first 3 blanks. So on my skill sheet, I wrote in for you on page 11, page 8, page 11, those are the pages that you will find the answers for those particular questions. So again, on page 5, page 8, and page 11, that will take care of the first 3 fill-in-the-blank questions that are on our skill sheet. As we go through the week, we'll fill in a few answers each week, or each day, I'm sorry, as we read. Down at the bottom, what I would like for you to try and do, under the word spawn in that box, if you could use your pen, I think it gives you the option to use your pen in Google Classroom to draw a picture of frog spawn. I tried it and I wasn't very good at it, but if you want to try it, that's great. And then we'll share them across Google Classroom when we get together on the live days. So just those 3 blanks, those 3 questions, and then if you'll try and draw a picture there, that'll take care of that skill sheet. Your next one, we're just going to worry about our first definition. The word is gills. You'll find it on page 11. If you'll write in the definition, and again, if you can try and draw a photograph or a picture of that, give it a try. If not, that's fine too. If we were here in person, we would take a little bit of time and draw those pictures. So again, if you'll just fill in the definition of the word gills, you'll find that on page 11, and try and draw a picture. We'll see you next time.